Hi guys, Gina with Gina's Crafting Spot again, and I have another scrapbook video for you today. And this one, I'm not sure what the paper pack is that I used. It's just a little, it's really thin paper. So it was one of those, like maybe from the Paper Studio or something. It's just really thin paper. Those are the stickers that went with it. This is a whole little collection, only enough stuff to make a few layouts, but I thought it was cute and I love the owls. So I decided to use this. I'm trying to use it up. I think this was almost it. I think one more layout and I'll be done. Yeah, using these pattern papers in this little baby kit. So what I'm using is just that one photo right there, and that's of everybody lounging after breakfast one weekend morning. I think it was Sunday. On a Sunday morning, and everyone's just on the couch, just relaxing, watching TV. Even the dog is in there. So yeah, I thought it was super cute, so I wanted to scrapbook that. So what I'm doing is just inking all the edges. That's a piece, just two skinny pieces that I cut off from some of the 12 by 12 paper. So I'm going to have a couple of strips on the layout. There's that pretty turquoise dot one I'm going to use as well. And that one that you saw is going to be, yeah, that owl is going to be my background. So even though it's a little flimsy pack, it's still super cute. So I like it and I wanted to use it. And it comes with some alphas, stickers, I think a couple pages of stickers, and that's about it. A few sheets. No chipboard or anything like that, but that's okay. So I just added that piece of turquoise and then framed it out with those two border strips I cut. And my photo, I'm going to end up mounting it. I want it on that color, but I thought it would stand out more if I added white first. So I took a piece of scrap white and trimmed out a layer. And then I'm going to layer it again on that piece. So there's not much to this. I had it on 8 speed, but it seemed like it went really too fast. I don't know, I wish mine goes from 4 to 8. It doesn't have 6. 6 would be perfect speed for mine, but it doesn't have it. So in this little collection, there was a couple of frames, and it's those that just pop out and you have to cut off the little numbers, which I do not like, but it was okay. It wasn't too bad. So I'm framing the photo. Just one piece on the left, one on the right. And again, inking the edges as I go. And then, see, those are them, and I just have to cut off all the numbers. So I'm going to use that piece of that frame as well. And I'm going to cut it apart. And use half on top and half on the bottom. And yeah, not much to this. Maybe I could have left it on 8. Get the hiccups. So one piece there, one piece there. I cut it down a little because I couldn't squeeze it in there because it was already adhered down. So I think that looks cute. And I use ATG for my adhesive for pretty much all of it. There's a little tag that was there, so I'm just making a little cluster up there on the left. And it was easy because all the pieces were here, so I was just, you know, layering and adding and that kind of thing. So it made it really easy because everything matched. And I like that sometimes. And on some of these stickers and cut aparts, I add some foam so it'll stand out a little more and not look just like a flat sticker. Give it a little more dimension. So that is a Crazy Blessed template, and I wanted to use it on the layout, but it ends up being too large. So I'm just gonna use part of that for my title. It's gonna be Crazy Blessed Family. But yeah, because since I had to use it as a template, I used that piece of paper and I spritzed it with some yellow. Yeah, I won't show you on camera because I didn't end up using it, but I spritzed it with some of my homemade yellow and then outlined it. But yeah, it was too large and I really didn't like the way it looked on the layout, so I'll just save that for another day, I guess. So again, adding more dimensionals, or not dimensionals, more foam for my stickers. And this was one of those layouts where I just felt like doing, I didn't really want to think about much, and I was just, you know, slapping everything on. So it is very matchy-matchy, but hey, it was all in the, oh, maybe I did have a couple of, that looked like a chipboard piece. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, I was just pretty much slapping stuff on. Which sometimes when you want to scrap but don't really feel like thinking too much, and that happens to me a lot. I just feel like scrapping without too much thought, just the fun part of scrapping. So yeah, sometimes I like to do this. Just with little collections, no thinking involved. So I did, that was a tag, and I just cut out that little owl. So there's going to be a few owls around, in addition to the background, of course. And then I'm going to put that little cluster right there. It's going to kind of make a diagonal with the photo. But then I also am going to add something on the top there because it looked a little bare on the top right. So it's not exactly a cluster, just a sticker I'm going to add. So there's another little owl. And then I decided to cut down my paper and mount it on the black so it could stand out more. And there's a lot of black in this collection, so I thought that would look good. So it looks kind of uneven and crooked on the top, but it's just the angle of my camera. So those are some leaves that I added. See, and that's where I had spritzed it and let it dry, and it just didn't look right. Maybe because it looked too homemade and everything else was just there, like ready made, and I don't know. But yeah, it just kind of didn't work for me. So I'm just going to outline, so I decided to use the template, and then it's like, nah, let me just do it without the template. It might be easier. So it was, and it came out okay, but yeah, like I said, I just don't like it for this layout. So then I decide to add that little tag to the right bottom cluster, and an owl, and another leaf, and some other little pieces from that sticker sheet. And popping up that owl there. I have quite a few owls on this layout. My girlfriend Kelly would love it. She loves owls. So that, I really like that sticker. So I added that to the top there. And then here's where I'm doing my title with those same stickers from that little collection. And it's just going to be Crazy Blessed. And then I'm going to add family, because I had enough letters. I wasn't quite sure. So I decided to use a piece of the paper for a little shelf for my title. And I'm going to mount it on, or put the title rather, on that piece of paper, pattern paper. Or maybe I don't use a shelf after all. We shall see. So it's just a little piece of black. I thought it needed a little something, so I just trimmed it up. And I'm going to add a piece to the upper left. And I think the bottom right. And then I think the last thing I'm going to do is add some enamel dots, I think, some turquoise ones, and they're from, I think it's Heidi Swap. No, Teresa Collins, sorry. Teresa Collins enamel dots. And that will complete my layout as soon as I'm done with that. And yeah, on that little piece of, that little card, the tag, I'm going to just write, you know, lounging on a Sunday morning or something like that. Okay, so I can't decide for anything else to add. So, oh yeah, I do find a little cut apart piece of that right there, and it's just a bunch of circles, and I end up adding that to up there by the title, The Crazy Blessed. I have to cut off the numbers, of course, but I put a piece up there to add a little something that I thought was missing. Yeah, so just going to ink the edges, then I'm going to add the enamel dots, and that'll do it. So if you guys want me to just put it on 8 speed and just go super duper fast through it, let me know. But if you don't mind it being a little longer, because my videos are like an hour 10, not my videos, yeah, I guess it takes me like an hour 10 to make a layout. So if it's too long like this, let me know and I'll just do it all at 8 times the speed. So all right, I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you at the next video. Bye.